2012, some consultants who were out at Desert Queen Baths left remote cameras, motion sensitive remote cameras, to see what was in the area, and they picked up a photo of a northern quoll, a couple of photos of northern quoll, just one individual. And we were pretty excited about this because it was a range extension of where we knew quolls lived by about 200 kilometres. So it's quite a long way for them to be travelling. But obviously a photo is not enough and you really want to have an animal in the hand. So in 2014 I tried to catch an elusive quoll with the Martu group that lives nearby, and we were unsuccessful, so that was a bit sad for everybody. But yeah, and we persisted, and in 2016 we went back again, and this time we managed to get one in the hand, which was amazing. Yeah, really good.
For Martu it was really significant because they hadn't seen that animal since people were walking on country. So some of the elders that we had with us had left that particular area in the early 60s and hadn't seen that animal since that time. So it brought up a lot of memories and a lot of stories for those people. And having the elders there with the younger rangers to discuss that animal, discuss the find, where it fitted into the area, how often they used to see it, where other places that they used to see it, it created a lot of discussion and a lot of interest. People were very excited to see what they were calling Wimingi in the northern quoll.
Well, I think we'd been checking traps, empty traps, for 4 mornings before we caught this animal. So everyone was quite excited when we did actually get one. So I saw it in the trap and was trying to gesture quietly to my teammates who were on the other side of the gorge. And I don't think they believed me as I was sort of waving and whistling and pointing at the trap. They thought I was just trying to make them walk up the hill again.
The actual moment of finding the quoll was pretty subdued because it was in a trap and there was 3 of us that were there. Once we'd gotten the animal into a bag and done all the measurements that we needed to do, then we were able to get a bit more excited about it. The real excitement with it came when we took the animal out of the gorge and showed it to the elders who were waiting back in camp. It's a bit rough for them to walk back and forth through the gorge.
Something that's quite important about this work was that because we had an animal in the hand, you can get a range of information that you don't get from a photo image. So importantly, now we have DNA from this animal and we can compare that to our database of genetic work from the rest of the Pilbara and other places where northern quolls occur, which includes the Kimberley, Northern Territory and Queensland. And so we can actually tell quite a lot about how far this animal's come and what its origins are.
There was a lot of excitement about being able to release it back into the gorge. So everybody gathered around and watched the animal slowly make its way out of the bag and eventually realised that it wasn't going to be harassed and poked and prodded anymore, and it was able to take off up the rocks and scampered up the hill and hopefully back into a safe spot.